All right. So, Mary, I want to thank you for meeting with me today. So, I just kind of wanted to touch base with you since we're in the transition phase. I want to actually just celebrate how great you've been doing. We're completing that goal of getting your transportation. You was able to get your job. We were able to get you into a great activity with your church. So you've actually also boosted up your natural supports too. Along with that, you've built that relationship with your mom as well that was kind of cut off there at the end. So I just wanted to just really celebrate all of that with you, as well as just continue to encourage you to continue on with that even when I'm done.
Yeah, thank you.
And I know with all of that, we're starting that transition phase. And you do have your friend from church that we were just celebrating, Allie here. And one of the things that I kind of wanted to touch base with you guys both on is our next step in the transition phase, which is me transitioning out as your family support partner and Allie transitioning in as the family support partner. And one of the things we always like to make sure before we transition out is what you would need to help you to have this to be a smooth transition and a successful transition.
Okay.
So what are you thinking is something that maybe we should touch base on, and is something that Allie could possibly help you with as your support?
Well, I think that, everything's been going so well, now that I've found employment, I have my transportation to get there, and I've really, with everyone's help, I've been able to be, consistent with that. But, one thing that's kind of been bothering me in the back of my mind is, now that I'm a little busier as far as working, I want to make sure that Dakota, my kiddo, is able to kind of maintain his concerns with his behavior and what have you.
Okay.
I don't want things to kind of fall off because now I'm a little more, busy, so to speak. So I'm just kind of, that's been kind of something I'm a little nervous about, moving forward, and that I feel that I could definitely maybe use the extra support and just making sure everything's, handled as far as that.
And one of the big things is, when we do our transition meeting, we can always bring that back to the team, because it is a number one concern of you, is just making sure that Dakota remains on task and remains successful himself as well.
Exactly.
And what I can always do is I can always share this information with our youth support partner, so she can prepare Dakota for a transition meeting. And then we can do is I can also bring this back to our facilitator, and we can touch base on how, as a team, everybody could help you with this successfully.
Okay.
Now, I know that one of the things I usually do help you with in regards to you going back to work, and being able to make sure Dakota is staying on track at this time is, I would always just be there for you, just to talk and to make sure that, things are kind of on track with you.
Right.
That you're attending your own mental health treatment, and your health treatments and stuff, and just being there as a shoulder for you.
Yeah.
Is that something that maybe Allie could possibly do for you?
Yeah, I think that if we kind of continue that, and if Allie would kind of, assume that
Okay.
for me, I mean, really that's something she's, we've been doing, for each other. So if we could just kind of continue that, I think, that's something that has really, helped me, kind of having that shoulder to lean on.
Mm-hmm. And Allie, is that something that you think that you could be able to do to help Mary out with Dakota, and just being able just to kind of be a shoulder for her?
Absolutely.
Is there anything that you would need in order to help Mary, or just to even help yourself in this, that even Mary could possibly help you with?
I think just open communication on what she needs will help me help her the most.
Okay, awesome. And what I can always do is, I'm going to be here for 30 days or a little bit more, so I can help you as well, Allie, just touch base with you, see if there's anything that you would need in that time frame, as well as you, Mary, and just kind of be a support for you guys and just cheering you guys on in the whole process.
Okay.
Sounds good.
And while we're at it and we're talking and stuff, I know we touched base on, identifying that need that you want to bring back to our transition planning of just making sure Dakota maintains and, in that as well, just making sure that you're able to maintain yours as well.
Right.
Your mental health stability. And I know one of the things with me is, one of my concerns was always with my kiddo is if everybody leaves, is it going to end up going back to the way it was?
Exactly.
Because I know with Thomas, he was great when everybody was around, but then as soon as all the services was out, then it ended up being to where, unfortunately, I always called it the honeymoon phase. The honeymoon phase would be gone, and then he would be kind of going back to, not wanting to go to school, hanging out much more with his friends, and then all the vandalism was started, and then, juvenile probation was back on, and
Right.
all the services were back in. So one of the things that's great with this program is that we wanna plan for those what ifs, and ultimately my what if is different than your what if. But it does definitely sound like, you already know that what if is, Mr. Dakota and just maintaining his stability and stuff. And that's still something you just kind of want to continue to work on with our team. And with that, our transition meeting is a little different than the other transition meetings. With the transition meeting, I know you started to help our facilitator a lot more at our last couple meetings. With this newer meeting with the transition meeting coming up, we would like to kind of pass that baton to you, per se, to where you are the facilitator. And Allie, if you wouldn't mind, I know we kind of touched base with this a little bit before about you being the new family support partner for her, not getting paid, but being that support for her. So I would kind of pass that baton per se to you. So during this next meeting, you would be kind of being that facilitator, or not facilitator, family support partner. So you would be supporting, Mary and cheering her on, kind of like I did at the last meeting that you attended.
Okay.
You have any questions with that?
No, I can do that.
And I know we talked a little bit about, Dakota kind of helping you with that facilitation. Is that still something that you would be willing to kind of have happen as you guys both kind of facilitating together?
Yeah, I think that that's kind of been helpful for him. It just as a tool for staying on track during the meeting. Like, I know he enjoys writing up on the flip chart and kind of, helping to keep us on track. And then I think it helps him to stay on track as well.
Okay.
So I think that's definitely something that would work.
And of course, our youth support partner is going to be touching base with Ryan, Dakota's natural support, and she's going to kind of touch base with him in regards to him being the new youth support partner going forward.
Okay.
So we'll have you and Dakota as the facilitator, Allie as the family support partner, and Ryan as the youth support partner.
Okay.
And you can always continue to add on those natural supports, add on, whatever system providers you guys still have, all of them can still be added on, and you can just continue to do this process even when we're gone.
I see.
Now I will be at the next transition meeting, so if there's any time like you get stuck or you just need, help with something, we'll still be there, to help you,
Okay.
to cheer you on and everything.
Okay.
And that's the same thing with you, Allie, we'll still be there to cheer you guys on. If you have any questions regarding doing that, some barriers or anything, we'll still be there.
Okay.
Okay, that sound good?
Sounds
Sounds
good.
good.
So we will kind of just continue to prepare for that next transition meeting.
Perfect.
Awesome.